Hey guys, Jeff here, WX5WDG, and we're here in the shack this morning, and I just wanted to sit down and chat with everybody about Green Country Hamfest 2025. We held that April 11th and 12th in Claremore, Oklahoma. Most of you guys know where it's at. Most of you guys have been there. It was a blast. It was fun. And I got to sit down with a famous amateur radio operator that everybody knows that has ever been to a Hamfest. I'll talk about that more in just a second, and then we'll get to his interview. But first, why come to a Hamfest? What's the big deal? I can order my radio online. I can call the ham radio vendor up and order it, have it shipped directly to my door. I don't need to come to a Hamfest. Well, I'll tell you what, if you don't come to Hamfest, you miss out on a lot. Sure, there's some odd stuff there, of course, but there's a lot of great stuff there at Hamfest. You can buy used gear, you can buy new gear, new radios, old radios. I saw a Heathkit line, I saw Collins stuff there, all kinds of stuff. We have actual vendors there. We had Dan came down from Associated Radio, had a big old spread of new radios, equipment, connectors, antennas, what have you there. DNL was there. The Shack in Derby, Mark came down, he was there. A lot of folks were there, and it was fun. But the coolest thing about it is you can actually get to meet these folks face to face that you've talked to on the radio for years, possibly. Ham radio is kind of the original, the OG social media, and we got to know people through the radio, through RF. But now you can actually put a face to the name, face to the call sign and such, so it's a blast. Another cool thing about Hamfest is you can put your hands on radio gear, such as this ICOM ID52 that I bought at Hamfest a few years back. If I couldn't have put my hands on it, it's kind of an expensive rig, I wouldn't have bought it. But I walked up to Dan at Associated, and he said, "Hey, sure, here, take it out, play with it." And I walked away with it. So, and it's been a great handy talkie. So, anyways, enough of that. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow it, trying to expand it, and get some folks to watch for me. And here, without further ado, is Mr. Joe Eisenberg K0NEB. I apologize for the audio quality in advance. You'll just have to kind of listen to it and get through it. But he had a lot of great things to say about why coming to Hamfest. And also, if you know Joe, you know his hat, right? So I asked him the question, what's the deal with the hat? So here's Joe. And I'll tell you what, if you didn't come to Green Country Hamfest 2025, you missed out.
All right, this is Jeff, WX5WDG here at the Green Country Hamfest 2025. Just want to talk a little bit with the great Joe Eisenberg, K0NEB is here. He comes to all of our Hamfests. I appreciate that. Thanks, Joe, for coming. I got a couple of questions for you. Okay. Why come to a Hamfest? Pardon me.
Well, number one, it's a chance to see the people that I talk to and meet them in person. The other thing is it's a great chance to put your hands on both new and old equipment, so you can see what's out there, what's new, and you can, like I see a booth over there with a whole bunch of P104 microphones. Everybody's got to have one of those on their show. If they don't use it, they should have one on their show because it's a symbol. But there's so much to see and do, and a lot of times you're going to get advice from people on what is best, especially if you're a newcomer. Really want to learn as much as you can. So if somebody's selling different kinds of, let's say, telegraph key, you can learn about all the different types if you want to see what it feels like. So you don't buy one of them because you know what the different types are. So the other thing is you're able to compare things side by side, where to see the picture online or in a magazine.
Nice. So if I want to order a radio online, I can't do that. You know, if I just want to order a radio from a big vendor and have it shipped to my house, I can't do that, but I could do that at Hamfest.
Well, you can order it online and have it sent. But at a Hamfest, you can bring it home.
That's right. Put your hands on it, touch it, feel it. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so what drives you to come to all of these Hamfests? I understand you attend just about every one you can.
Well, I give seminars about technology, a lot of it. And I also give a talk about 3D printing for amateur radio. And I do talk about pirate, spy, and clandestine radio. And so I talk about those mystery signals that I hear. Everybody says, oh, he's just a kid. Oh, no, I do a lot more than and I now write for magazines. So it's a good chance to connect with my readers. And keep my finger on the pulse of what's happening.
Right.
I went through many, many years that I could not travel to a lot of because of work travel and so on. And so I was introduced to this because work would send me to Tulsa for training. And it was coincidental that it was the same week as the Hamfest. And I found out about it by listening to the local repeater, and I thought, oh, well, this is going to be cool. And so I was hooked on it ever since it was held downtown, and then it was held out at the hangar at Riverside Airport, Tulsa Technology Center, and then it moved and it's kept up its size ever since. And it's great, you know. I've been to places where people aren't so friendly, and they're very friendly right here in Oklahoma.
We're just good old boys.
Even to us.
Right, right. Well, that's all right. We'll let you guys down in here. We don't have a problem with it. All right, Joe. I just got one more question for you. Talk to me about the hat. You see the hat. Everybody knows Joe by his hat. I love it. I love it. What started that?
I was sick one year and I missed and so the next year I came back and I was wearing the same red ball cap I always wore. And then somebody said they missed me 2 years in a row when they were talking to me on HF. And I said, well, I was there here and I was wearing the good old red white ball cap. And he said, well, maybe you need a bigger hat. Because there's like 30,000 people. So I was born to hit for this. And I saw that at the state fair.
Oh my goodness.
And I found a better one at a costume shop during Halloween.
Okay.
And so I had it stitched with my name and Paul. And this is like the third or fourth iteration of this because they wear out. And I used to only wear this to Hamfest and no other. And now I wear it to most of the major ones, I think. So like, the room is much more. People can find you in the crowd when they're giggling like this, or they're looking across the room. So I try not to hide from my readers. It's a good chance to
Sure. Well, that's awesome. That's a cool story. I've wondered about that. I've been in here for 25 years, and I've seen that hat a lot of times.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, that's Joe. I've read about him. I've read some of his stuff, and I want to go talk to the guy. So we sat down. We had a little discussion. Well, I appreciate you coming and stopping by, Joe. I know you're busy. And
that's no problem.
It's a big room here. Matt, show us the room around here right quick. All right. Well, that's all I got, Joe.
And I'll be glad to do an online with you, Zoom or whatever.
Well, that'd be awesome.
Be glad to do that.
All right. Well, thanks, Joe, for coming. We appreciate it. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Follow me. Subscribe, all that kind of stuff, fancy stuff everybody talks about. And I'll tell you what, if you didn't come to Green Country Hamfest 2025, you missed out.